Sammy used to have a glass of wine. I do. I do. It's been a pretty busy couple of weeks. Pretty busy couple of weeks, and I've been making more TikToks too. I don't know if you guys, any of you follow me on TikTok, but if you do, I've been doing a little bit of that too. Trying some different content stuff. Hell yeah, Chainsaw Man. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right, actually. I forgot about that. I need to watch Chainsaw Man. Forgot how intense the music was. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Never read the manga, so I'm looking forward to watching the anime. Can't wait for you to meet my idiot son. I too can't wait to meet your idiot son. GG's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. What studio is doing it? I'm sure we know, I just don't know. I don't remember it. Mappa? Okay. What else has Mappa done? Mappa's done a lot. You're very nice. Ooh, okay, that's a good one. Later seasons of Attack on Titan. Okay. I really like how 4 characters have commando in this game. It's like, sorry guys, I'm really only gonna use lightning. Jujutsu Kaisen? Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Actually, no. I'm gonna give that to Vanille. Hello, Paragon. What's up? Something called Gymnastics Samurai, which is about ninjas and men's gymnastics. I'm deeply intrigued, but continue. How has life been? Life has been pretty solid, actually. Well, it's been solid, I'd say. Very busy. I'm very busy all the time, and I kind of wish I wasn't, but I know I'm very busy all the time, but things aren't actually that bad. But I would say hello, hello. How's your midnight snack? Success rates. So who has the highest magic? It is Vanille. Okay, that makes sense. of crackers or cookies. Hell yeah. Kakaguri? Oh god, I love Kakaguri. Good shit. Okay, okay. Valid, valid. I'm very intrigued then. I'm very intrigued. Love that show. Hi Kiki, what's up? Yeah. Have you done any D&D games over the last week? Oh, you bet I did. I have an update on the Evil Date. Yes, I saw Paragon. A lot happened. Holy shit. I mean, seemed like it went okay. Kinda. Sorta. Give him Magician's Mark. But yeah, how are you liking FF13? Well, I got everybody in my party, finally, so that's been nice. Aside from that, I really am enjoying it quite a bit. I really am enjoying it quite a bit. I understand where some people may not like aspects of it. I am definitely at a part where I'm like, oh, okay. I understand that. There's a lot of fighting in this game. There's a lot of combat in this game, and it's kind of its only way it like interacts with you. Which I can understand would be grating to some people. Like, I totally get that. But at the same turn, it's like some of the best writing I've seen in a video game like ever, which is pretty good. Like it's hard to be mad at it, if that makes sense. Royal Armlet, there we go. Yep, this is where you play as Lightning. That is correct. Shopping for PCR parts. Oh, nice. Hey, best of luck. I believe in you. I hope it goes well. So yeah, I definitely understand why it may not vibe with some people, but I know, I do enjoy it a lot, just because of how well written it is. But if you don't want to play a soap opera, then you probably shouldn't play most Final Fantasy games, if I'm being honest. That's how a lot of them work. Very soap opera-y. Perfect. Oh, she's got a 7% resistance to damage. Sorry, Saz, I don't really have time to use you. There we go. I mean, my first was 15. Good lord, that's a game of extremes. Hell yeah, you're right, Maverick. I still like aspects of 15 too. But I think this game, like story-wise, is probably far and above the rest. It's very, very good. It's just its gameplay kind of drags it a little bit. But again, it all just kind of depends on what you're looking for when it comes to what you're looking for when it comes to like aspects of, I don't know, the game, right? I tried to art AI and for a broke ass like me. It turned out really been amazing for NPC art. Thoughts? You'd rather not get into it? That's cool. Can be a big conversation. I don't mean to criticize the decisions that anybody makes, but I will never support anything AI generated. Not gonna do it, especially art. I think it is, I have a lot of very strong opinions on it, actually. Don't like to talk about it very often. But I think it is a bad thing to do. I legitimately think it's a very bad thing to do. Because it impacts people a lot. A lot more than anyone might realize. As somebody who, while I am not somebody who draws, I am a writer. And I appreciate art of all kinds. And when you do things like have a machine imitate that sort of stuff, it's never going to be as good, first of all. And second of all, it's never going to... It's benefiting whoever made the AI, and a lot of that stuff is a bit more suit and tie than any of us probably realize. And if we can remove the human element from art, then it's not art, really, right? I disagree with you. I disagree with you a lot. I think it is not a... I don't necessarily want to get into it, but my opinion of it is I do not think it is a morally good thing to do. Because it really does impact and hurt artists that much. It really, really hurts them. A lot. Because it's also ripping people's art off and doing things like mimicking artist signatures, because it's literally stealing people's art and trying to replicate it and copy it. It doesn't do a good job of it, but what the fuck? Why the fuck do we need to rip art away from the artists? I don't understand that, and I don't think it's right. I really don't. We've gotten by with centuries without needing it. We're not gonna need it anytime soon. It doesn't give us anything that we need. It's just a trap, in my opinion. Yeah, a lot of the assets, practically all of the assets, in fact, are stolen. Like 99% of them are stolen. And look, I'm always gonna support the artist because as a writer, yeah, no, I get it. Like, I completely understand. Like, that's where I'm gonna come from on that. So yeah, like, I don't want people ripping my writing off. I don't want people ripping other people's art off. That's not right. It's just not right. Yeah, AI as a tool could be good. The keyword is could, but the way we're seeing it implemented is going down the same road as NFTs. Yes, agreed. It could be, its potential exists, but it's been wildly abused already.
Almost 2 years. I don't get to watch / chat as much as I'd like to, but I still enjoy streams when I consume my stoat.
Thank you, Crafty. Thank you so much for the 21 months. Did you know that 10 plus 11 equals 21? Just haven't been subscribed for this kind of bloggers. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And hey, look, I just appreciate you being here. Appreciate you keeping your sub going and hanging out when you can. That's all that matters to me. You're absolutely wonderful. But yeah, no, like I said, as a writer, I get it, but if you're just gonna abuse shit, then perhaps it should not, you know, be in the hands of certain folks. Oh.
Are you looking at me? Thanks. Keep the enemy off balance.
I don't have a follow H command, Louis. But you're welcome to you can click your username and it will tell you how long you've been following. I don't have that command. Also, hi Steve, man. How are you? These are hard to use art anymore nowadays. I'm editing stuff in Premiere for fun and use TPS voices, but lean on it for humor. I mean, that's different, right? Definitely a much bigger conversation to have that may or not be done proper diligence to text-based dialogue. Yeah, no, I mean, that's fair. But that's my opinion, and I don't believe it'll be changing. Like I said, I'm a writer, so, you know, that's where it is. But I don't necessarily disagree with that. We can move on, though. When can zoom eyes dote is a mood. True. This guy up. But yeah. Sorry, folks were talking about D&D. We were getting a lot of D&D talks, and I missed a bunch of it. Apologies. That's cool. Yes. Also, I like the vampire, by the way. Vampires are cool. Vinci. Good stuff. Spoils. Blah, blah. Nothing. What are those guys doing? That looks like a fight. Vampire squid monster, no less? Yeah, something like... Love me a vampire squid monster.
On your toes. Are you looking at me? Are you looking at me?
Oh, that's funny. I don't even have a setup where she uses synergist. That's not good.
You asked for it.
Emphasis on try. Have fun. Speak soon again. Yep. I hope you have a good one. Thanks for talking about your D&D stuff.
Are you looking at me?
I do like how you could just juggle enemies up here. It's kind of funny. Do not let Fang die.
You looking at me? Appreciate it.
There we go.
You looking at me? This'll be fun.
Fang, please block.
New strategy. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Love me a vampire squid. Sorry, there we go.
Here we go. Appreciate it. You looking at me?
Perfect. Anyway, sorry, what were you talking about? I'm surprised when I first played that it's still command-based. Especially since juggling enemies looks like a Devil May Cry. It does, kind of, doesn't it? I've heard Final Fantasy XIII described as like a transitional game. which I kind of agree with.
Thank you.
Makes a lot of sense, like transitioning between like what ended up becoming like FF15 and like the FF7 remake. Like the stagger gauge is literally in the 7 remake, right? But it's still like an ATB-ish system. Hi Viv! How's your beautiful face? Yeah, it does kind of feel like an in-between system a little bit. Kind of weird, especially since it's all like automated. Like I just sit here and press enter. That's kind of what I do, right? I feel like they maybe wanted to make it like a more action or like hack and slashy type of game, but they just felt like people wouldn't want that. So maybe they didn't. Yeah, maybe they just like felt like players wouldn't want to do that sort of thing, but I don't know.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Let me fucking customize my paradigms. Okay, perfect. Med. Yeah, the game was first made for the PS2, so maybe the design decisions and that hardware carried over. Maybe. I could maybe see something like that happening, but I don't know, like I also don't... I also don't really know why else they would go about it unless it was to sort of cater to older fans, like to cater to like other fans in the series, right? Probably would have played it more. While the style's okay, I just felt disconnected from it, or I wasn't making meaningful choices. I was just switching and watching the gameplay itself was my bigger issue. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's fair. I think there's some. It's kind of like. This is gonna sound weird. It's almost like an RTS game, and where like you craft your little team and make like strategic choices, and then watch your team like go out and like fight stuff. Like, does that make sense?
New strategy. Here we go.
Because it is kind of like you make these bigger decisions of like how to sort of you make like bigger decisions on how to like handle enemies and like combats. Not unlike how FF10 kind of works, but it's not like a true turn-based system. It's very strange. I will fully admit that. But it plays like an RTS game. I know, and I like RTS games. I generally enjoy it. I think the combat could be better though. I still think the gameplay could just be better. But you know, at the same time, it is what it is.
That's how it's done.
Makes me curious if like the other game, like the sequels are the same. Which again is why I like 13, because it's been a mix of this and older games. Yeah. No, I mean that's completely fair. Do you want me to answer that? Yeah, go for it. Or 12, gotcha. Never be brought to PS4, PS5, and Switch, or get a better PC4 unless it was completely remade or a better engine, but I doubt Square will put any more money at 13 these days when the FF7 remake is in vogue. Fair, yeah. I know, I think 13 could deserve a remake or a remaster. It's pretty clear 13 was a very popular game that sold a lot. But it made a lot of money, right? But obviously 7 is the most popular of the Final Fantasy games, and they're gonna put money towards that. The remake for 7 is very good, and I'm sure financially speaking is just stupendous for them. It's just a fantastic decision. So it is a little hard to, you know, devote other resources, but they're also making FF16 right now. They're doing another Kingdom Hearts, right? So like they got a lot of stuff going on at Squeenix. Like a lot of stuff going on. Forspoken. Oh, true. Forspoken. Forgot about that. And they do seem to be pumping out a lot of DLCs for like Stranger in Paradise too, which seems to be doing well too. Oddly enough, but it does seem to be.
Keep a cool head. New strategy. Keep a cool head.
There we go. You're doing my Mount Farms and Titania's being stingy. Oh, I'm so sorry. You know how fairies can be. They're always stingy, true.
Easy.
You know how many times I had to eat that Thunderbolt? And how many times did you have to eat that Thunderbolt? $60. That seems like a lot, yeah. That sounded really condescending. Your contract with them ends pretty well. You know, it would be interesting if, like, once the Final Fantasy VII stuff gets all remade and, like, all that jazz, I would be curious to see what their next project would be. And maybe if they consider, like, remaking other Final Fantasy games. Revamping 13 would be pretty nice, but, like, I still think the Final Fantasy that could maybe benefit from a remake the most is probably 9. I think 9's got a lot of good stuff sitting there. It's just not utilized well. On place 17 now, only on mobile. Gotcha. I don't think they're gonna do that. And if they did, I'd cry. Nine is getting a remake and an animated series. I haven't heard about the animated series, but I've heard rumors of a 9 remake. I think they should remake it and just make it turn-based, which would be great. Would unironically be a fantastic move, I think, for 9. Like, it just could really benefit from just a turn-based system and some changes in how stuff happens. It's a kid show? Yeah, that makes sense. Whether we want to admit it or not, 9 is like definitely like a kid's game. So. That's probably fair. F8 needs to remake the most. Yeah, because like, isn't 8 like low-key impossible to play? Something like that, if I recall correctly. Not impossible, just convoluted.
You looking at me? Change of plan. Keep the enemy off balance.
And if you know what you're doing, it can be broken very easily, but not a system I enjoyed, especially the magic system. Oh no.
Looking at me? You looking at me?
The game punishes you for leveling and practically forces you to break game mechanics in order to beat it. Ah, so it's like FF9 then. Gotcha. Perfect, I hated that.
Appreciate it. This'll be fun. Change of plan.
Nine to an even worse degree. Sammy's gonna hate it when it's her turn to play 8. Oh no. The enemies level up with you? Oh, that's like... That's not an odd concept though. I'm kind of used to that. A lot of games do that. I'm sure there's a janky way it does it, right? I'm sure it's janky in how it works, but...
Keep the enemy off balance. Appreciate it.
Basically avoid every you can basically avoid every single encounter and make the game easier. Nice.
Thanks.
Just beware all the additional rules. Not triple triad. Oh god. Triple Triad is the reason to play FF8. Oh god. Maybe for you, friend, but maybe not for me.
Pathetic. Pathetic.
But yeah. No, I mean that's fair. I plan on playing 8 eventually. 8 might actually be next, depending on how soon I want to play the sequels. Zumi, I hunger. What are you hungry for?
Keep a cool head. You're nothing.
Oh. Oh, Sal. Oh, whoa. I didn't know her relationship was moving like that. I mean, do we need to sacrifice a goat to Sal? Yeah, probably. We'll only be satiated by the blood of another. I'm gonna be honest, I kinda hated Tetramaster. That's also because they kept stealing my good cards, and that made me very angry. That was not a fun mechanic. But the Final Fantasy series sure does love its weird, obscure mini-games. I'm surprised we haven't got one here. Vinci, I agree with you. I think it's okay to have areas where stronger enemies exist, but it's nice for enemies to be weaker sometimes, and for you to outscale enemies. I think that's a fun thing that games should do. Tramaster barely makes sense. Triad is at least mostly coherent. That was a lot of gil, holy shit. It'll just auto when you certain battles. Sure are a lot of boys. I think FF16 should have triple triad on motorcycles. 12 had fishing, best game. Holy shit, are automatically the best game. Damn. This is a hell of a gauntlet though. Fort Condor? Yo, Fort Condor kinda fucks though. 15 had fishing and it was the best game, right? 15 was great. Fort Condor on motorcycles, yo! Okay, but seriously though, in the FF7 remake, for Condor kind of fucks. It's like so good.
New strategy. You looking at me? You looking at me?
Final boss is just our boy Roche. Hell yeah, that'd be great.
Thank you. No, listen. Keep a cool head. Out of my way! Appreciate it.
Just a Roche everywhere system, yes! God, fucking love Yakuza. We were playing and Zoom races like the Jack 2 remake. Having like a racing part of the game could be kind of fun.
You looking at me? This'll be fun. New strategy.
There we go. I really hope Roche shows up in the remake part 2. I hope so too. Yeah.
Keep a cool head.
Oh yeah, they're doing like another like samurai like side game. They're still working on the new Like a Dragon, the sequel to Like a Dragon though. Never fear. Boy howdy, there sure is a lot of combat in this section. God of War Ragnarok is coming to PC too? Yeah, I might actually be able to play it now. Hi, Sage. This is my least favorite room in the entire game. It does seem like the suffering room, I'm not gonna lie. But I need to collect every treasure wins out. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. Excuse me. You know, there is... as good of a time to experiment with team comps as any. Still wish you could save people on the team, though. That would be very nice. Which I'm curious what that would look like. Cerberus, good lord. Oh, the Neo guys are? That's really cool. Love Neo, great game. Neo's a good game. Neo 2 is a phenomenal game. Better in every way. So my party had no tank? Yeah, having a tank helps a lot. I'm gonna try this way of doing things. And Neo 2 was such a great game, just Neo, but better in every way. Yeah, no, literally, they made a game that's a sequel that's just better in every single way. Fantastic, did a great job with it.
On your toes. New strategy. Feeling
Lightning is not the best healer, but oh well.
You asked for it. New strategy. Thanks.
Are you okay getting tips with team comps, or do you prefer to figure out stuff by yourself? If you want to throw some tips at me, Valenthir, go for it. I'm not opposed to it. I'm kind of just like experimenting right now, if that makes sense. I wanted to try what it was like to have like haste and slow on the field. Team comp gotta go fast, you know? Well, I realize now Shaz should not be on Synergist when I go into healing. He should definitely be on Ravager, so I don't lose gauge. But, you know, whatever. Fang, hang in there. Yeah, Fang and Saz on the same team could be good, but until someone else learns it. Yeah, no, haste is really good, but I'm not sure how well he fits into the team comp. I could maybe put Vanille in instead of Lightning. Problem is, Saz just doesn't do a lot of damage. Yeah.
And I was just getting started.
I won't say that way. Yeah, I hope so, Oni. I hope so. Yeah, no. I've been rocking Goral team, which has been just Lightning, Vanille, and Fang. But I really like Lightning. Also, she definitely has my best stats right now. Like, she easily has better stats than Shaz by, like, a lot. I haven't really upgraded his guns, though. So, like, kinda my fault. But, I don't know, if he's just gonna be a haste bitch the entire time, I'm not, like, super enthused about that. But I will try it with... Oh. I can't change my leader, so I can't even do that. Okay, well... Oh well. You don't need a Sentinel. Lightning is great over Fang. I believe you, however, I probably do. Though, actually... Sorry, Vanille, I gotta take your girlfriend away here. I could try this, maybe. Having a Sentinel would be good, but we'll try this. Mm-hmm. Light can help group heal with Vanille. Yup, that's literally what I'm doing here. Let's try that and see if how this goes. My night is going well.
Thanks.
Pretty good. I miss Fang, though. I miss her already. I love Fang. She's great. Plus, what's Vanille to do without her girlfriend? Girl team is my fave team late game for sure. Just feels right. Hell yeah. Alright, now we fuck him up. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. This is a good damage team. Having Vanille and Lightning on the same team is a good idea. Because Lightning does like the most physical and Vanille does like the most magical. Is medic Sab Sin? Since you're buffing and debuffing phases, it could just be easier to stay alive with it. Maybe. I could try. I think I might actually have a paradigm of it. There's Team Pink Hair and their girlfriend. True. See, if it's Saz, Vanille, and Fang, that's just father supervises his daughter's date. That's what that team comp is called, right? The chaperone team. There we go. And then if I ever use Snow, Hope, and Shaz together, That's just team. That's the bro team. So Snow, Lightning, and Fang team Himbo third wheels date. Lamau. Something like that. We can video, don't give up. Okay. I am just gonna do the good old. We have been using this and it has been going pretty damn well, so we're just gonna keep that. More fast switches. Fastest switch in the West. No, I mean, that makes sense. You want to be as specialized as possible? Lightning Hope Snow is Team Snow and his haters, Lamau. See, like, the sad thing is, I'm not sure I'm ever actually gonna use Snow. Barring me being, like, forced to use him because of, like, a damage thing. Or, like a tanky thing. He's basically just another, like... I don't know, he's Commando... He's Commando... Ravager, Sentinel, and like, while I feel like he's probably a better Sentinel than Fang. Fang's a Saboteur and a Commando, and I feel like it's just a bit more valuable. At least for what I'm doing. He's apparently the fastest caster though, really? Well, I could have told you that Snow was likely quick on the draw, if you know what I mean. Ow, that's rude, Sammy. You know it's true. Like, look at him and tell me I'm wrong. Look, you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? She went up in a bubble, dog. You're gonna tell me I'm wrong? Also, Hope is the go-to healer. You can't convince me otherwise. He's a bottom. Oh, absolutely. We all know Sarah was pegging the shit out of Snow. Like, we all know that is absolutely happening. Yeah, I might replace Vanille with Hope. That might happen. I do like Hope. Hope just being adopted by 2 older sisters. It needs to have a Sab and he'd be the perfect support? What? If he be murdered by a carbuncle, Hope is a white mage. He's definitely a Healy boy. Oh yeah, Hope is absolutely a white mage. He just has a boomerang. Which, I love that we have a male white mage. That's really rare, so it's nice to see it. You don't see that a lot. The only other like white mage I can maybe think of is if you'd count Iggy. He would kind of be a male white mage out of the games I've played at least. So it was good for some cheesy strats, super late game. Thanks to cast speed, but outside of that, neither. Usually for a girl team. Okay, gotcha. Makes sense. Love me a girl team. Nora just came back on, but yes, that was an accurate statement. Absolutely. Glad we all agree. Lightning / Vanilla or Fang / Hope is team big sisters take their little bro out. Hell yeah. Love to see it. Apparently Ignis by 15 is counted as a white mage by square, oddly. I would kind of see that like a little bit. Just like purely because of how he's like a purely how he like has like some abilities that are kind of white magey. And by kind of I do mean like kinda. But other than that, yeah, I mean we just don't really see male white mages. So I like that we got one in Hope. God, I'm so fucking glad somebody told me about that credit chip thing. I'm so glad someone told me about that. I have so much skill now. This is great. I can actually do things. The Gale economy could drive you crazy in this game. I don't disagree. Cries and cute kitten videos? Yeah. No, Ken say absolutely. I absolutely want the same. Like, why not? He's a male punch healer, one of the main characters. Huh? Always felt his elemental focus made him more of a black mage, but his personality is white mage for sure. His elemental focus kinda did, except he doesn't really cast magic, he just throws grenades. It doesn't count, I swear. Okay. Let's upgrade our boy Saz's shit here. He deserves some of that. The about the economy is that nothing you do now matters at all with how expensive shit gets at the end. Yay! Awful! I guess we'll just leave that be then. I'm talking about 13 or America in general. Oh God. Holy goes up by 10? Oh, fuck that. I'm not upgrading that anymore. But anyway, Fang, come get your better ring. How does Saz have more HP than her? I don't get it. Yeah, I want to see a Final Fantasy game where, yeah, you have like big burly, like healer who's like jacked out of his mind. And then you've got like a really like timid and meek like tank girl who's gonna try her best. Like, that would be fucking adorable, just saying. Also, there's probably a boss fight on the other end of that door, so we're gonna do that. I'm just expecting there to be, because why wouldn't there be?
Been looking for you, Nabat.
Just shoot her, says. Literally just, whoa, okay. I thought she was gonna face plant. All right. Not the owl.
Your Eminence, please escape. I'll cover your retreat.
Why don't you leave, Jill? Or rather, take your leave. Humans have no business here.
What? Your Eminence!
What? Magic? Monster! People are not yours to use!
What else does one do with tools?
Fucking snow.
It's a factory built by Fal'Cie. A factory for the mass production of human thralls.
Not anymore, it's not.
What can mere men do? Without our help, death is all of which you're capable. You saw the fools, a mindless mob drunk on fear of a viewless sea.
If they only knew a Lassie was the one filling their glasses.
Let's see. You mean me?
Nah, he's Eden.
Oh, child, perish the thought. I am more than that. I am Fal'Cie.
Yeah, he's fucking Eden. I fucking knew
My
it.
name is Martandus,
Or not?
voice of the Sanctum, and Lord Sovereign of the Cocoon Fal'Cie. Your kind feared the darkness, so we gave you light. You begged us for the purge.
Girlfriends!
Did it not come to pass? Now you spurn our counsel. You must learn your place.
Yo, this is fucking cool. Oh god, the faces move. Oh god! Go team, go! This is cool as hell, just saying. Like, okay, no, this is like legit some fucking like archaic like machine god. I was expecting the Pope to like be a tool of the Fal'Cie, maybe to be like a Fal'Cie himself or some shit. But when he just starts fucking chopping heads, like he just starts like chopping heads and killing everybody off, just be like, all right, no witnesses, time to reveal myself. He's not even Eden. He's like a different Fal'Cie, or just like Eden was made up. And I love the twist of like humans like begged the Fal'Cie, begged their gods for light. They gave it to them. They made Cocoon. They made Cocoon for them, which plays into my theory that the Pulse Fal'Cie are actually good and are trying to get rid of Cocoon because the Cocoon Fal'Cie are fucked up, and they're basically just making like, yeah, it's a meat like Cocoon's basically just a meat factory. Thralls, worshippers. Wouldn't be surprised if Fal'Cie did gain some measure of power through their worship or something. But taking your entire society and depending on like these weird machine gods for it, pretty fucked up. Pretty not good. Especially when like the only person you can communicate with like the Fal'Cie is like the Pope. Definitely a Fal'Cie. Makes a lot of sense. Also, that means Fal'Cie can take human forms, which is crazy. Love it though. The Cocoon Fal'Cie Yeah, that.
Let's go!
Fire is absorbed. Good to know.
One can merely see.
I'm not sure if the faces are singing with the music. They just might be like a little closely timed.
This is the power of sin.
Let's go!
Yes, instead, yeah.
Thank you.
Also, he's a really cool design too. I love how like I love how the like religious and like technological themes blend so well with 13. It is a really cool aesthetic. Oh, that was. I was thinking it's cool how like the Thalcy we've seen from Cocoon sort of look like biblically accurate angels. Yeah, no, I'd agree. They have more of this like biblical approach to them, which is very cool, in my opinion. A little Deus Ex Machina, like a god and machine. Yeah. Oh no, absolutely. Literally a machine god. Very, very cool.
Let's go!
This is the power of sin.
Yeah, no, it's always cool to see like more like ancient or like biblical depictions of like angels and stuff too.
Ignorant of your place.
The heads are powering them based on the position in their mouths, almost like moving to chanting fashion. Yeah, it's kind of what gives me the vibe that the Thalcy may gain power from worship, which would make a lot of sense, right? They have humans kind of tend to their needs because like they can do that, right? It's convenient. Also really like really harkens to like the fact that humanity's being like manipulated, or like the people on Cocoon are being manipulated. Because I know better than that when I play a JRPG and the characters in the JRPG are like, oh, this theocratic society is good and they protect us and we worship these gods, and there's this other group, these other people that are all terrible and we hate them because they're evil. It's like, okay, so they're clearly not evil. There's some other stuff going on here though. Yeah, this Thalcy seems to regard humans with straight up contempt, yeah.
Waste your time.
Just fucking killing them because he can.
This is the power of sin.
I could see something like that. they're upside down to show like reverence or something,
Thanks.
right?
You can do it.
It's always the god's fault. Hell yeah. We destroyed his shoulder pads. Look at us. Then a Tosi smile. Ah! Woo! Your face is gone. Okay. All right. Also, really does make me wonder how the Eidolons come into this. Deus Ex Gunface. Fuck yeah! Holy shit, dude. Baptism in Ruin. Okay, that's a really cool name for an attack. My face is now a gun. Your argument is invalid. Oh god, here it comes again! Good block! Good block, Fang. Good block. Even at this angle, he's always looking down at you. Yeah, no. That's a cool vibe. Also, fuck you. I have a horse. Let's go, Lightning, go! Why is this Falsey able to talk, though? I don't know. We'll have to learn about that.
Clear the field.
Fuck him up. Go, Odin, go. Javier was silly for having miniguns in his chest, but this is just weird.
Lend me your blade.
Hell yeah, horse time.
You'll carve out a new fate. Ha! Hiya! Ha! Huh? Wrath of Odin!
To wait for Lightning to mount her horse before he laser faced her. Fuck yeah.
Well done.
Autobots, nay! Anyway, yeah, fuck this guy. Odin's horse form doesn't have 6 legs. Legs 0 out of 10 game is crap. Shit, you right. My immersion.
Witness my power.
Oh god. Then reset the stagger gauge would be a much needed buff to the summons.
Thanks.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Submit.
Huh.
Thought Sleipnir had 8 legs.
Bring it on.
I think that's true, and I think that's only true because I know a weird amount about Sleipnir because I play a D&D game where there is a Sleipnir, and I'm not kidding. He exists in the game that I play in, and it's something that we ended up talking about like for a fucking hour in session one time.
You will know.
Oh, what does that mean? 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 What does that mean?
Thank you.
This seems really... Did I damage him out of it? Can we try that? Can we damage him out of it? Come on, bitches. Ow. Okay, that could have been worse.
Let's go.
And rage timer? I don't think it was.
Like a mist.
You can do it. Bring it on.
Looks like some of his shoulders went a bit dark after that stagger. Yeah. I think that's what it was. I think it is like a DPS check. Just can you tell I play FF14? This boy thick though.
I'll deal with you.
You will taste agony.
Bartandalus.
Ow. Girls, go! He got super short legs. He does have very short legs. Can I get him to stagger again?
Follow my lead.
Oh, it definitely did change in color though. It like definitely did.
You can do it.
Ow. God, it kind of feels like having a sentinel here is like a little useless. She's doing okay, but like he does not provoke easy. I think you deactivated half the missiles. Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Let's go.
Perhaps this is just my opinion, but it'd be nicer if like provoke was kind of a guaranteed thing. God. Okay, it's just happening faster and faster. I really don't like that. Hopefully this doesn't kill them. I'm gonna try to see if I can know the whole attack. Okay, I couldn't, but I knolled most of it. So it's good to know. It's a guaranteed provoke, it's called challenge. Ah, guess I don't have it yet. You need at least 2 staggers, I think. Yeah, it's probably worth it to actually like stagger him completely.
Appreciate it. Bartandalus.
Oh, she even says Bartandalus. Nice. Fucking get him, Lightning. Fuck him up. Get him, girlies. Fuck you. The power of fucking one. You know what? Fuck you. I did good. I did good game. Fuck off. Crystarium expanded. I did good. Fuck you.
Valsi running the sanctum.
Then, I guess it wasn't Eden controlling things after all.
As I said, I am Lord Sovereign.
Okay, he's just alive again.
Guess Valsi don't go down as easy as the rest of us.
Ease is not the issue. You have not fought to win. You should know quite well already the sure way of dispatching our kind. Ragnarok.
What's Ragnarok? Ah! Ah! Ah!
Help your girlfriend, Vanille.
See, you've forgotten your focus. Ragnarok is the beast one of you must become in order to lay waste to Cocoon. You have had the dream. One among you will become that monstrosity. Defeat Orphan and destroy Cocoon.
Orphan.
The font of Eden's power. Orphan fuels Eden with strength, and Eden in turn sustains you and the rest of our kind. Destroy Orphan, and you'll release a force such as this world has never seen. Cocoon will be torn asunder.
Why is he telling all of us this?
I did that. Destroyed Orphan.
Your focus will be fulfilled.
So what?
Yeah, get him, Lightning.
Who says it has to be?
Sarah asked us to save Cocoon before she turned to Crystal. Save it! And that's what we're gonna do. Sarah was trying to tell us how to complete our focus, and we have...
Allow me to help you see.
No, he does strike me as a villain who would just rub their faces in it, though.
The moment you arrived, your friend wept crystal tears. This was because her focus required that you be brought together. That girl did nothing but assemble the tools for Cocoon's destruction. Did it never occur to you? Or did you simply refuse to countenance the thought? If you will not face the truth, then face the peril of your plight. Run, let's see. See how stark reality is.
That bird just turned into a spaceship? Is that his Eidolon, I wonder?
Come on!
This is bad!
I don't know.
Jammed. Knew it was a trap!
Something's coming!
I don't know if they do.
Not so fast, Lassie.
That guy's alive? More talkative Sephiroth? This is when did we attain this plane? We got it from the Guardian Corps. They gave us a ship.
The hell kind of ship is this? Fighting on its own? Clever, aren't you?
Elsie gave it to you. Did the bird turn into this? Or was it the one that we got originally?
Can we do something?
Got me? I give up! The shield!
Saz! Uh... I would love to save my progress, thank you. Also, there is like a special justice, and we got the fallacy that gave us our focus in the very beginning was named Anima. Right? We got it from Anima, and now we're going to kill Eden. So like, that's kind of cool. Magic Bird Plane was also spying on you guys all game. Seems like he's trying to help you. Could be.
Looks like a piece of pulse.
Pulse? What, you mean like the Bodum vestige? Something like that. It's close to Eden.
Yeah, well, what I don't understand is after the purge and all that l'Cie paranoia, why keep a chunk of pulse under the floorboards?
Is this what the Primarch wanted us to see?
A place for l'Cie to accept their fate.
Do you really think our focus is what Daisley said it is?
You mean become Ragnarok?
Destroy the fal'Cie Eden and shatter Cocoon. That's what the vision's telling us, more or less. So, back to square one. Out of luck.
Mr. Hero! Cocoon calling snow!
Kind of love Vanille.
It's almost like Daisley wants it to come true.
Seems that way. You sure didn't mind explaining it. Here's your focus on the silver platter.
Yeah, see?
But that doesn't make sense. I don't get it. Why would a Cocoon fal'Cie want to destroy Cocoon?
Maybe it's a fal'Cie thing. You know what I mean? Some grand design we just don't understand.
Huh. Hey, Snow. Nothing from you?
Uh-huh. So, this way?
They do really feel like a good D&D party. I like that a lot. They do feel like a good D&D party, like, you fight the big bad reveals his grand scheme to you, and then they all immediately go, hey, that didn't make sense, why did he tell us all of that shit? Because, like, I was during the cutscene, like, why is he telling us all this? I feel like he wouldn't be spilling the beans unless he meant to, like, and very intentionally. And it seems like that's true, right? Because they just said that. They're like, it's kind of like he wanted us to do this. That's weird. They're not lampshading it. They're not necessarily lampshading it as much as they are just going like, he's got some kind of agenda, doesn't he? Makes a lot of sense. I like that a lot. So I don't know, is this the owl? Music's great in this game though, it's so pretty. I don't think this FF10 are like my favorite cast because of that. Yeah, no, the cast, the party in 10 and 13 are both like very good on a character level. I was just gonna compare this to 10 too because like 10 as well, because one of us must become Ragnarok to destroy the world and probably kills us. Just like how in 10, somebody must become the final Aeon and you know, defeat Sin. Kind of those vibes, but I'm betting you, nobody's gonna become the final, like no one's gonna turn into Ragnarok. Somebody could sacrifice themselves and that would be sad, but this is a Final Fantasy game and I would not doubt that they go at the end, just like Final Fantasy X, and go, no, fuck you, we refuse our fate, and then find a different, better way, right? I could see something like that happening. It'd make a lot of sense. He basically told you how to destroy his country. That should be weird to you. Yeah. No, and they pointed that out too. It was great. Same director as 10-2? Really interesting. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they're just like, at the end, they're like, no, none of us are dying. We're all gonna live. We're all gonna go home. Fuck you. We're gonna figure out how to do this a different way. I could see that. Make a lot of sense. Yeah, I also just like, I just like the party dynamic a lot. Like, they've really ironed it out well. And it's partially because they took 20 hours at the start of the game to, like, get character dynamics, to make them develop the characters, show you what they're like, all on an individual basis. That's a lot of setup, I'm gonna be honest. But I think it's already paying off. And you can see that with how they all interact with each other. And how they all talk to each other, right? They clearly have roles and dynamics amongst each other and within a group. Which is really well done. Reminds me of a lot of 10, which I love that, you know, super fun game. Very different than other Final Fantasy games that just kind of throw characters at you and then say like, all right, do you like them? You don't? Too bad. No development. And then that's what happens. Or they like develop the character and then backstep all that development and like turn them into a different character and like, yeah. Yeah, no, like these characters feel very genuine and cathartic in a way. Genuine, cathartic, realistic, easy to relate to. Also very, very diverse in a sense. Like you both have like Shaz and Fang who are people of color. That's fun. I kind of get vibes from like Hope too. Like, and then you have like 3 women, 3 men. Vanille and Fang are clearly queer, right? They absolutely are. And it's really cool. Like, that's genuinely really cool. This actually feels like a fairly diverse group for a AAA game. That's so fun. No rat girls though. You know, no Freyas, unfortunately. Or they develop the character and have them face heel turn in the last chapter for literally no reason. Yup, crazy, huh? Hope going from wanting to murder Snow to being genuinely concerned for him and his safety is so cool to watch. Oh, absolutely. And did you notice when fucking evil Barthy Boy? When Barthy Boy was all like, I'm evil, Snow went and stood in front of Hope. Did you see that? Like, I noticed that Snow was like, I'm protecting him at all costs. Still despite everything, he is still protecting Hope. Because he promised his mom. Love that. Also, another nice note too, Fang stepped in front of Vanille, which, love to see that too. We love the tough girlfriend get in front of the other girlfriend. We love to see it. Meanwhile, like Shaz and Lightning were both like, we'll fuck you up. And also too, like, just like in addition to that too, Lightning is such a cool character. She is such a great protagonist. And such a unique female protagonist too. We very rarely get to see women in melee roles with swords and having fighting experience and like some level of muscle, especially women that are still somewhat feminine to a degree. She rocks that, and she has a personality that's not like stereotypical of your like princessy, like stuck up like caster magic, like shrine maiden type of like character of a protagonist that we get with fucking every game, or protagonist. And likewise too, how like Fang is a tank and she's a woman, and that's crazy. That's so cool. I love it. It's a very cool game, and the characters are just phenomenal. They really, really are. It's so cool to see that done. Especially so cool to see a character like Snow exist too. And Snow being your stereotypical hero boy and watching him fail over and over and over and over again. He doesn't just win because he gets to win. No, he makes a lot of mistakes, but he keeps picking himself back up, which makes him admirable, right? It's not that everything he tries out works. It's the fact that most of it doesn't, but he doesn't really give up, and that's cool, right? Even as our stereotypical dude bro protagonist type, he's still a good character, right? The writers very clearly weren't afraid of women, and I love that. Isn't that fun when writers aren't afraid of women? That's really cool. Lightning clearly worrying for Snow too. Like, how can anyone complain the characters aren't developed? Crazy, for sure. I just love how nice Snow actually is. Even in the face of Hope trying to kill him, he's still trying to save Snow. He tried to save Snow. He tried to save Hope without a single bit of hesitation. He did not hesitate. He immediately picked Snow up and held him in his arms and fucking nearly broke his back to save Hope, to protect Hope without any hesitation. None at all. Because Snow means it. He may not succeed at everything he tries, but he fucking means it. He means every little bit of it. He really is trying to help. And I love that. He's a good he's a paragon. And I love that for him. He's a good paragon. That's interesting. He's not like your stereotypical like Superman type. He's a real paragon and he fails often, but he never gives up and he never like goes back on his morals, which is what makes him a good paragon. It makes him fun. He's tested. It's so cool. Yeah, oh my god. He's a kid. Who, Snow or Hope? Again, this was what, like 15 years ago? I think it's more like 13. 13, right? 13 or 12, something like that. Yeah, he was ready to die. He was ready to like die breaking that fall. He was, yeah. No, Snow didn't even think about like the risk of it. I like that. I love that Saz too is like, while cynical is a downright irritatingly cynical. No, he isn't. Like we see Saz be very cynical, but we also see him put on like a happy face to help his teammates and to help the people he cares about, especially Vanille, right? Because we know he sees his son in Vanille a little bit. We know she's, you know, that younger lady who he's kind of like sees her in like almost a father-daughter type of role, and he still tries to do his best in that role, even if he struggles a lot to do so. Saz definitely strikes me as a father or a parent who struggles with mental illness or like depression, trying his best for his children because they need him. They need him, so he's trying not to like let his own problems detract from his ability to help them, which is like, yo, props. Like that is not easy to do, and it's really, really cool to see him try, right? He also like tries to kind of be funny too, just like, yeah, mask the pain and anxiety to like try to cheer people up a little bit. It's really nice. Just like how Vanille too tries this almost toxic level of positivity to keep everybody motivated, but internally she is like having mental breakdown after mental breakdown after mental breakdown. Better now that she has Fang though, which is really sweet. I love that. Especially one of my favorite fucking scenes with Vanille is her running into the rain so Shaz can't see her cry. Like, Did you watch Edge Runners? I did. I finished it. So get away. Anyway, but yeah, love that for Vanille. She's so cool. I honestly relate a lot to Vanille, partially because we're close in age. And also just like, yo, I've been there, dude. I've really been there. I just finished it like 5 minutes ago. How are you alive? I'm surprised you're not a sobbing mess. I cried for 30 minutes at the end. Like 30 minutes straight. Just 30 minutes of continuous crying. It was great. It was fantastic. Phenomenal series. I only have like 2 pieces of beef with it, but I don't necessarily want to talk about them because there's spoilers, right? That was almost too fast-paced. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. They could have used another episode. I think they could have used 12 episodes. Like, they could have used just a couple more episodes, because there's 2 characters that I think they kind of botched. And I think you probably know the 2 I'm talking about. I shouldn't say botched, but didn't do them right enough. I relate a lot to Vanille too, with the whole positivity, but constantly breaking down inside. Yup. It's pretty good, right? It's pretty good. Ugh. It was like 3 minutes of actually wrapping up. It hits you like a freight train. Though it's kind of supposed to in a way. But yeah, no, the whole cast is really, really quite good. And then like Hope too. Also Hope, I love his development so far too. He's literally 14 and he's doing all right. He's doing all right now, but that's because he's been helped by lightning, by snow, by the others, and he's trying to keep a cool head, and his father too. He's been helped by all these other people and is becoming this culmination of their experience, which is very cool. He's learning from them, and it's always fun to see, right? And it helps that he's kind of developing this cool head, kind of smart guy role in the group. Love that for him. Yeah, I think that's all. Oh, Fang, she's gay. Love her, but also big tough girl. Love that for her too. Very headstrong, stubborn. Like it. Good stuff. We haven't seen enough of her for me to dive into her character though, right? But they're great. Also, Ed, you are correct. It'd be great if they had more female writers in video games in general. The fact that this type of game has an even distribution of men to women, and its more recent entries in the series do not, is depressing. FF14, 13, and 15 have barely any women in them. Or, sorry, 14 and 15 have barely any women in them, as does 16, it looks like, as well. Which is very sad. Bummer. There, I got my thoughts out. Or people of color. You're right. You're absolutely correct. There's basically no people of color in any of those games. It's 2022. What the fuck? And before anyone says it, do not blame Japan. I will literally tear your arms off, tie them in a delicious pretzel, shove them in the oven, bake them, lightly salt them, and serve them with a side of mustard. If you dare just blame it on Japan, I would be don't do that. It's not just Japan. It's the entire industry. He's become less afraid and impulsive and more calm and quizzical, for sure. I want a pretzel now. Hell yeah. I haven't threatened people by turning them into food for a while. I need to do more of that. That's good humor. You're going for a soft pretzel right now. I'll soft your pretzel. Yeah, we're not gonna go into that. Anyway. Blame Canada. Ugh. Fucking Canada. Hope's development is so good, I think it might be my favorite in the game. Hell yeah, love that. The amount of slander he gets is unreasonable. The amount of slander he gets is stupid, because I've heard a lot of people say like, oh yeah, people hated him. I don't understand. He's great. He's such a good character. He's also 14. If he's a little whiny, yeah, that's because his mom died in front of him. Wouldn't you be a little whiny if you were 14 and watched your mom die? I probably would too. Softing pretzel sounds like a Locktober thing. Gobtober. Less blame, some understanding would be nice if these large companies just hired bigger writing teams. But no, you're exactly right, Flower. I hate that people fucking criticize him so much. As he's only angry for like a fourth of the game. Yeah, he's like fine now. But like, it makes sense that he's not the best when you first meet him, because have you heard of this thing called character development? Where oftentimes characters start out with fairly undesirable traits and they learn to cope with them and better themselves as the game or the story progresses. Because that's how characters develop. They have flaws that they overcome. Holy shit! What a concept! If a character's immediately likable upon entering the story, that means they either better get killed off or something should change, because change is what makes stories interesting. I like how they flip-flop that with Waka. Yeah, no, that's what I mean though. It's like they should change. Waka's immediately likable, which sets off an alarm. He gets very unlikable very quickly, and then he goes through his own character arc where he gets more likable at the end. That's very cool. It's a very good example of a character like that, right? Where they start immediately likable and like, that's concerning, something's wrong here, and it's true because it is, right? We just don't know him well enough. It's a completely realistic depiction of teen grieving. I don't think many people remember what teens are like. For sure, yeah. The teens are emotional, and they absolutely have to be. Wonka starts out as a racist, ends up not racist. Yeah, pretty much. He has a character arc. Also, Dagger, before I forget, we're still in the FF13 chapter, or talk. But if you want to talk about Edgerunners, mention that in a little bit, because I also might be doing a Cyberpunk playthrough soon, if you're interested. I don't know if you've heard. That's also a general announcement to you guys. I might be doing a Cyberpunk playthrough pretty soon. It might be on YouTube, though. I made a poll on my Discord server. You're free to vote in it, comment in it, let me know what you think. But we're talking about 13 right now, so we can stay on the topic. But yeah, no, like, yeah, a lot of people just kind of forget what teenagers are like, and it's just kind of silly. I don't know. But, it's okay for, like, Hope to not be immediately likable, because he gets more likable, which is good. Same thing with all the characters. Snow's kind of annoying in the beginning, too. I think most of the characters are pretty annoying when they get introduced, right? Many people ship Hope and Lightning. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm on AO3. I see what people do. Hope's 14? Lightning's an adult. She's also like, what, 22? That's like an 8. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. I'm not surprised. Like, but I don't know about that one, Chief. Yeah, just saying. Okay, you've said that, and now we're gonna move on from that. Fair enough. Yeah. Most people is like Lightning and Fang. I can see the Lightning and Fang ship, and I did ship them until like Fang and Vanille were introduced, and I'm all aboard the Fang Vanille train. Fanille, if you will. I'm all aboard the Fanille ship because they're adorable, and I love them a lot, actually. Like, I love them too much. They're fantastic. Lightning is cool, but I don't know. Vanang, there you go. But if not Fang, I don't know if I necessarily see Lightning getting with anybody. Shaz is obviously too old and has kids and doesn't worry about that. Hope is too young. Snow has Sarah. I think Lightning doesn't need a romantic interest. I'm perfectly okay with that. She doesn't need one. My romantic heart will be satisfied with just Vanille and Fang. Because I was hella rooting for Fang and Lightning to kiss, but that's okay. We got a different pair of gays, and I am completely fine with that. Lightning's entirely too busy for romance. Not right now. She's like in a different place in her life. If that makes sense. Yeah. Oh.
This far because I thought we were the world's last hope. Now, let's destroy Cocoon and become a Seath. Damn it. Sarah, so gathering up the tools.
That's so sad. Oh, Snow. Buddy, don't talk like that. Excuse me.
say it was my piloting skills that saved us back there, but it wasn't. Truth is, the ship handled all the flying and shooting. I'm not talking about some jacked up autopilot either. Something wanted us to make it out of there, and made sure we did. Hey, I don't know what's waiting for us out there, but we can't sit around here worrying about it. We gotta suck it up and face reality here. Snow's falling apart, so it's up to you and me to keep things steady.
That's a good little talk to have,
Neil told
Shaz.
me everything. Told me who else was responsible for Uriday Gorge. Never mind. Now's not the time. Wish I could say it was my piloting skills that truth is the ship handled all.
Like Saz being like, all right, fellow adult, let's make sure that we get through this. I think the mini-maps are detrimental since they've introduced them. Explain. What do you mean? Sorry, Fang.
Checking your brand? You start to stray or take too much of a shock, your brand will change, and it'll be next stop XIII Central. Keep that in mind. My brand's as messed up as the rest of me. Never changes. I might be able to get away with ignoring my focus, but the rest of you ain't so lucky. You don't even want to think about being the only one left, herding a flock of XIII around.
That's interesting too, because her brand's white. Yeah, I've noticed that.
It's all pretty hard. Seeing him go from being so damn upbeat to such a mopey wreck is making me feel depressed. I'm worried about his brand. Checking your brand? You start to stray or to keep that in mind.
Vanille, why aren't you hanging out with your girlfriend? But technically, Fang doesn't even need to be here since she can't go see. It's 100% just for Vanille. Oh yeah, I believe that. Yeah, they're in love with each other. You can't convince me otherwise. They are so gay for each other. It's fantastic.
Believe everything a Foul C says.
It's
He's
great.
telling us our focus is to destroy Cocoon. But who knows? He could be lying to trick us into helping him to do something else. We should listen to Sarah, not some Foul C. No matter what our focus is, we still make our own decisions. Worst comes to worst, we can always just do nothing and wait for time to run out. After all, there's no stopping our brands. I got on that purge train on my own. Sanctum said we'd just be shipped out of Cocoon, and I believed it. I thought if I went back to Grand Pulse with that Foul C, I might be able to escape all this. But I guess things have a funny way of catching up with you. Don't believe everything a Foul C is telling us. He could be lying. Should listen to.
That's good. Calm head on your shoulders.
So Daisley was really the Foul C Bartandalus. The vision he was talking about was that crazy Ragnarok dream we all had when we were made into Lassie. One of us is supposed to become this Ragnarok thing and destroy Eden.
Yes.
Except we do that by destroying this orphan that gives Eden its power. I think I have that part straight now. So Sarah's real focus was to gather a fresh batch of Lassie candidates who could attack Cocoon. We all showed up at the Pulse Foul C's place, so she turned to Crystal. Snow was wrong from the start then. We were never supposed to save Cocoon. That makes a lot more sense. Not that I'm happy about it. Reigns should be off fighting the Sanctum by now. We've got to get out of here and join up with him. But still, rushing straight into the middle of the fight's probably just what Daisley wants us to do. So Daisley was really the foul sea vision he was. One of us assumed we
Yeah.
do that by just.
Well,
think I
well
had
put,
that
Hope.
straight.
Well put.
Ready to get out of here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta apologize. Looks like I was wrong.
About Sarah's focus.
Hey, his brand looks a little eye-opening.
Well, even heroes make mistakes.
A little,
What about your plan to protect Cocoon? Either way, your faith in Sarah was strong. That strength got you this far.
It was all wrong.
Yeah. You tried so hard to convince us that you even fooled yourself. You've been a total idiot. But still... it saved me. You trusted Sarah. Let that faith drive you. It even made me want to believe.
Sarah, talk to me, baby.
Huh? Anyway, Ed, I agree with you.
B. I mean, those were just legends,
Oh.
right?
I want to say we're close to Eden, but it's hard to be sure.
No, I agree with you about the, I agree with you about the mini-map. There's no point in having it exist here right now. It is somewhat pointless. But, everyone wants a mini-map, right? So, thanks, sis. Lightning, don't call me sis. Also, Dendralis, thank you so much for the follow. I super appreciate it. Hope you have an absolutely delightful day, because it made my day a bit more delightful. Love you so much. Welcome. How are you? But even 19-year-old baby gay me picked up on the Les Love when I first started playing. It's so obvious as it can be without it being spelled out. Yeah, no, I do agree with you. It is very... It is very obvious that they're romantically involved. And I think it's okay that they don't turn and look at the camera and say, we're lesbians, we're dating. I actually, honest to God, I'm generally speaking pretty okay with queer stories just being like, hey, these two are like a couple and they do coupley things and they're not like fucking like, really overt with it. Right? Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be, like, crazy, like, I don't know, in your face or whatever. I don't know if I want to use that. I don't know if that's the right term. But, just having them, like, be together in a space, I think is really good. And I think is honestly fine. Especially since nobody bats an eye out of it. They don't need to be making out every 5 minutes. For sure. And, like, especially since nobody bats an eye at their dynamic, their relationship. That's even better, right? It's just like, it's normal, right? It's just normal. Fine. It's nice, I like it. You think about that, you've got some people claiming it's people projecting with Eden. What do you mean by that, projecting? Yeah, finally by hiding it in self-censorship so the straights don't pick up on it and being casual about it. Love it when the latter works out, though. No, for sure, like, I think just being casual is pretty good. Oh, with Ryan and Gaia. Okay, I gotcha. They're roommates. No, for sure. I mean, a lot of straight people are just generally speaking pretty bad at picking up on that stuff. Even though if you just swap one of their genders, everyone would be like, oh wow, they're clearly in love. But like, I do like it when stories are very casual about the romance between queer characters, because it's not treated as some like weird, different thing. You don't need to call this huge amount of spotlight to it per se. It can be just fine as it is. The fucking crystal turns into a rainbow. Exactly!
It's kind of creepy.
Nope, don't you dare fucking reference Sailor Moon. That's a didgeridoo? Why do we have didgeridoo sounds? Are we in another temple? We might be.
Time for another approach.
Look, poorly constructed automatons!
Change of plan. Target to target.
Yeah, it's incredibly obvious that Fang and Vanille care for each other romantically, but doesn't need to be stated, yeah, for sure. But anyway, no, the thing I was gonna say is, I swear if anyone uses Sailor Moon as a criticism, one, it's one of 3 dubs. I say this all the time.
Thanks.
But also, on that note as well, in the manga, in all of the subsequent dubs, in the Japanese version, they are very gay, they are explicitly gay, and I will put you in a pot, boil you, sprinkle some salt in, maybe a little bit of garlic, then drain the pot, then mix in some nice cheese and some focaccia a little bit, right? Sprinkle in some other seasonings, like some Italian seasoning, maybe some pepper, maybe some onions too if I'm feeling dicey, and then, role development unlocked! What does this mean? Your party members have a life potential to assume all... What? Huh? What? 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 The 5th arc. Weird.
This place. It must be an ark.
An ark?
That's what they called them.
Long ago, the Fal'Cie, who made their home on Grand Pulse, were afraid of invasion from the outside. As part of their battle preparations, they created an army of living weapons. And they stored those weapons in arks. And they hid the arks all over the world.
Everyone on Grand Pulse knew the legend.
So this is basically a Pulse armory.
Mm-hmm. Most of us never believed in them. A few people tried searching, but they never found a thing. Who'd have thought to look on Cocoon?
Right under our noses. Some secret they kept. Those Sanctum guys, what are they up to?
The story's not done. There's more.
They used to say the Arks had a more practical purpose.
Huh. Really?
Yeah, to force l'Cie to master their shiny new powers.
Okay, so I get it. Daisley's goal is to forge us into stronger weapons. Right.
Not XIII, but monsters all the same.
You can see the eye opening on his brand too.
Hope's right.
Yeah, Hope.
Wait, What was that? These guys again.
Fun times.
Over there. We gotta keep moving.
Oh, God. Oh, God! It's so big! Master any role, you'll be able to learn a new role once you learn that one of its abilities. Master the rules, you gain access to reversal paradigms. She gets End Thunder, that's great. Well, you see, I was hoping to maybe get, Synergist, for Lightning and, you know, maybe, just maybe, you know, get haste on her, but obviously that won't be happening. So... does anyone get haste early? Okay, alright. Snow, are you useful by chance? I kind of doubt it, but we'll see. Ooh, I like the music though. Yeah, no, not worth it either. Hope, maybe? No, you're already a Synergist, that's the problem. Never mind. You already have haste, what am I doing? Faithura, Tectra, Shellera. Yeah, alright, so pointless. There's literally nobody gets it. So, never mind. I probably won't be expanding into other trees. Ruin for Hope is good. What is Ruin? Oh, it is very cheap, actually. Does he need to take, Commando to use it, though? The trees are really expensive. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be using them. If I'm gonna be honest. Because you want triple commando paradigms sometimes as they boost each other's damage? Really? Alright, interesting. Did not know that. They're mostly post-game where I think you can grind more. Nah. Fair, I guess. so close. Slay. Hit the slay button. Using only I beat one boss, post-game boss using only triples. Nice. Spirituality triple is useful to some degree. Like triple sentinel's extremely hard to kill even if they're just standing around. Nice. Okay, that's fair. It definitely does seem like some characters trend in certain directions, right? Like even lightning as like a healer, just it doesn't seem like lightning's supposed to heal. Doesn't just seem what she's supposed to do. It's just kind of like Snow doesn't necessarily seem like he's supposed to be a Ravager. Like he can, but it's like a backup role. It's like they each have like a primary role, a secondary role, and like a tertiary role. And then you've got all the other ones that you can like fully customize them if you want to. That's also kind of just up in the air. Although that's a bad thing. That's kind of interesting. I don't mind it when characters have like established roles. In fact, if anything, I think it's kind of nice. It makes sense, 6 roles, 6 characters, right? Yeah. Like, it seems like Snow is like the best Sentinel, right? Like, Snow is the best Sentinel. Snow's the best Sentinel. You maybe have Vanille is like the best Saboteur. Hope is the best Medic. Shaz is the best Synergist. Fang is maybe the best Commando, while like Lightning's the best Ravager. If everyone's a blank slate, you can really mess up. Exactly. But then they all have like these other roles that they can like fill into because like, you know, like it's useful. Smite, yo. It's useful and good. You could maybe swap Fang and Vanille around too. Maybe Lightning's the best Commando and Fang's the best Saboteur and Vanille's the best Ravager. See something like that, but I don't know. Either way, get out of here, Stinky. It's the girl team. That's what we have. Hi, Toast. I'm tired, but it was nice to catch ya. Love this game. Was thinking about playing this entire series again. Hell yeah. I'm glad you were here, Toast. Feel free to get some rest, but hey, it was good to see you here too. I hope to see you again when I'm playing this next. Also, generally, you just reminded me of this, but general announcement too. The first VOD of FF13 is up on my YouTube channel. If you guys want to check out the beginning and how the series starts, it is on my YouTube channel with its own playlist. Feel free to do so if you are interested. I think I should have it just... There you go. If you wanna. It's also kind of funny too, cause I immediately started to love this game. Despite all the bad, terrible things I've heard about it, because I hear a lot of bad shit about this game. I don't know what a Fal'Cie is, so that should probably help. Fal'Cies are basically machine gods. Think primals, actually, but like machine gods. A literal Deus Ex Machina, like a literal Deus Ex Machina. This game does not deserve the hate it gets. You're 100% right. I actually might want to do... Might want to do that. I just wonder if it came out at a bad time. Yeah, I could maybe see something like that. Let's try this. Am I leave you on?
This ain't good.
Please feel free to. Also better solo Sab due to Imperil at this stage, I think. Yeah, it's kind of how I've been playing her a little bit.
Let's get this over with.
Is that a D20? Yes, it is.
You're gonna swerve. You asked for it.
Like for a good couple years, people were convinced 10 was bad for some reason. Alright, anti-JRPG sentiment floating around a while background by the time this game came out. I fucking hate that too, cause like, look, I say this as like somebody who loves JRPGs, but just wasn't able to play pretty much all of them when I was a kid. I was an Xbox girl, we know this. I played games like, for those of you that don't know this, you might think it's kind of funny, but I played, like, the games I grew up playing on my 360 were Halo, Call of Duty, Battlefield, and pretty much just shooters is all I played for a while. Cause that's, nope, I was not a sports girl, I was a shooter girl. Cause that's what the boys at school played, and I wanted to, and nobody else played video games except for the boys at school. And they all played Halo and Call of Duty, so I played with them. So I played with them, and that's what I did until like one of them started playing, what was it, like Dark Souls? I think it was either Dark Souls or Fable 2 first. I might not have my story. No. It was Fallout. It was Fallout. They were playing Fallout 3 because it was like a shooter RPG, right? Something like that. So then I played this game called Fallout New Vegas. It altered me drastically. Had a great time. Set me up for failure with everything else. But then I started playing like Fable 2 and Dark Souls after that. I started to get more into like RPGs and stuff like that, because I really ended up enjoying them a lot. So I missed kind of all the JRPGs stuff, and now I'm catching up with that now that I'm an adult by playing Final Fantasy XIV, which got me into everything, like 10 and all the JRPGs I've played, Nier Automata, like all of these JRPGs I've started playing later on in life, because I love RPGs. And it always really bugs me. It really fucking bugs me when people have this very anti-JRPG sentiment, and you can see that if you go back and like look in history. But also, the thing that fucking irks me a lot is that's where a lot of the like That's why I really get on people's case anytime they're like anytime people what was I gonna say? Which Japan game bad, Call of Duty good. Yeah. No,
Keep a cool head.
but I was thinking about stuff like the DMC reboot, Shudder. Oh god. Playlist of Eternity or Tyranny. Maybe. I might. They're just kind of a bit different than what I want, you know? But sorry, let me finish my thought. What I was saying is, like, the thing that just really upsets me when people get into the, like, Japan! There's no women in these games because of Japan, blah, blah, blah. That's basically just a different type of anti-JRPG sentiment. That's, like, a little racist. And that's why I get so mad about it, because, I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna be $150 with you all. I, honest to God, typically find better female characters in JRPGs than I do Western RPGs, right? Japan has a ton of games that only have female cast, yes. And Japan does actually put women in their games. And yes, sometimes they write women like they're afraid of them, but so many fucking, like, Western RPGs and American games are fucking terrified of women. And don't use them in their games at all. Like, at fucking all. I remember when I was a wee lady, when I was a wee girl, and Halo Reach came out, and I was so excited because there was a female Spartan. There was one female Spartan. I was so excited. It was great, right? Just one. She had a robot arm. Yeah, she did. And how dismayed was I to find out that the only reason people talked about her was for her booty. Which was kind of silly in retrospect, but also, like, that was, like, the extent of the conversation that was had around her. But Japan is the problem. Okay, sure. Especially considering fucking, like, this game came out in 2009, and Reach came out in, like, 2011? Oh yeah, but and joking about her driving, which was just as bad as all the other fucking AI characters, because, yeah. That was the way Mass Effect was with its women being marketed. I was gonna say she died an ignorable death, and the only one to not get last words. Yeah, wasn't it funny how they killed off the woman for shock value? Wow, so unique. I've never seen that before. Cool. Anyway, but they finally had a woman in their game, which was amazing to me as a young lass. Right? That was just amazing to me. But this game came out in 2009. So it's Japan's fault, right? Fuck. You're right. Japan just hates women. I forgot. No, like, come on. They should have just killed June. It's not like he did anything. You're right. Man, a story just having a character live even though they didn't do anything while they kill off, like, characters that should have probably survived because it was better for their story. Ugh. 2009 was the era of bald dude man being all the Western games, right? For sure, for sure. Yeah, but yeah, like that's one of the reasons I get so mad about the whole, like, oh, it's Japan, because it's also just so normalized to say that, and that's just like the hero's amulet. Hell yeah, what is that? It just makes me mad. Not even 2009, the whole console cycle was brown-haired dude guy. You're not wrong. Yeah. Sorry, that's my little rage that I had there. Oh, there's a gun on wheels. Cool.
All this time, I thought these arcs were stories.
Try to go back to Grandpa.
Then Uncharted got big, and then they made their own brown-haired dude guys. Oh god, Starkey.
Nothing personal.
It's only when she gets low on health, I believe.
This will be quick. Keep a cool head.
So I said at the start of battle, but okay. I can double check it.
Don't give up.
Yep, no, these guys are in Oz's Law, yeah.
You asked for it. You're gonna
Oh no, Booker from Bioshock is just Nathan Drake. Yes. You're right, though. Remember when Bioshock had interesting protagonists in the first two games, and in the third game they just made the most boring protagonist possible? Literally just the most boring protagonist possible. Sad. Yeah, we're gonna do that, I think. And maybe even... Why is there no setup for medic lightning? I don't know, strange. Why is there? Also, hi, Matt. How are you? I don't think Trigger tried to nail a racist carny with a baseball. Maybe. Maybe you're right. People love Elizabeth. No one talks about Booker. Yeah, because he's basically a non-character. He basically does not exist. Which is sad, because Bioshock's good. It's great, actually. And they were just like, no, can't do that. Right, yes. Crash Bandicoot, greatest protagonist of all time? Hell yeah. Love me a silly boy. Just the absolute silliest.
Nothing I can't handle.
We want to have a discussion about America's racist past and present, but also stick this buzzsaw into this baddie's face. Damn. Interesting and cool. You know how much cooler, you know how much better, like, Bioshock Infinite would have been if they, like, either just got rid of the weird, like, conversation about racism that they didn't actually want to have, or alternatively just decide to go full bore into it and then like make the protagonist like a person of color and then like really delve into it. Instead they just half-assed it. Just saying. Well, that'd be interesting. Yeah, wouldn't it though? Wouldn't that be interesting though? Current games have these market trends you can nail down era. Remember a man with gun in front of orange box art? Yeah. Or like shades of brown shooters. Did I get everything before this? Yeah, looks like it. He really only has one tool? Oh, I mean, okay, that's fair.
Let's get this over with. On your knees!
On your knees, you say? Well, well, well. Money over message. Yeah, I know.
You asked for it. Be careful!
Brown shooters also got us Wolfenstein New Order. That's true, and Wolfenstein New Order is good. So, like, fair. I see where you're going on that. Ooh, hey. Vanille girl, heal yourself. And myself, maybe.
You can do it!
Ooh, scary. Hadn't chased after Call of Duty in years. What's the current trend? Really generic open world games with RPG mechanics and blank slate protagonists? That's pretty accurate. I feel like we're kind of moving out of that. Though we were definitely in a Battle Pass Fortnite era, right? And before that, there was definitely a Minecraft era, right? But no, there's definitely a lot of generic open worlds with blank slate protagonists, right? For sure. Overly colorful characters with silly dances. Chase Breath of the Wild with less RPG mechanics and more survival crafting mechanics. True, and remember, DayZ started the whole, like, survival zombie sim. That was a whole thing. Y'all remember that, right? I certainly hope so. Even the latest Battlefield has dances. Good fucking god. Current trend is live service hell? Okay, okay, I can get behind that. That makes sense, live service hell. It what? Oh, hi Babylon's Fall, didn't see you there. I need that Yakuza and Dark Souls era. Yeah, can we have a Yakuza Dark Souls era? That'd be great. There were Souls clones for a while. There still are though. There's always Souls-like games, right? I tend to have 12 live service games going by 2025. You know, I wonder what those companies are gonna do when, like, inevitably this, like, collapses in on itself. These inevitably people are gonna, like, get away from, like, live service games. Like, that's definitely going to happen, right? Like, we all know that's gonna happen. When, like, you make so many live service games, people aren't gonna subscribe to all of them. There's, like, a cap to the market, you know? Just you choose an example of a good live service game? Good? It's okay. It's okay. I don't know about good. Tolerable? Maybe's the better word. I think that might be a bit more apt. Less egregious. Yakuza had a zombie game. Yeah, that's funny though. I'm ready for some DLC for Dark Souls 2 too. I love me some Dark Souls 2 too. Good shit. Only like a third of its total content is actually accessible anymore. Yeah. Red Dead Nightmare was a great DLC though. Red Dead Nightmare was a fantastic DLC. But yeah, I'm just very curious about what companies are going to do when, like, yeah, they put all this shit into live service games, but like people aren't gonna keep playing that. Like, they're inevitably gonna fall out just because people can't keep affording that, right? There's a cap. Oh, mama, please challenge. Or did Dark Souls 2 look worse than 1? I think Dark Souls 2 looked better than Dark Souls 1. It had a different kind of art style. But also, to let everyone know where I stand, Dark Souls 2 is the best Dark Souls game. I will not take criticism. I am right. I am right, and we know this. I know that's a very controversial statement, but that is where I stand. They want you to spend all your time in one, so if a company has several going, they're gonna compete with each other. Oh no, they absolutely are. That's definitely gonna be a thing that happens. Majula theme goes hard as one of my favorite pieces of Dark Souls music. You betcha, baby. Truly the best Souls game is Armored Core, yes. But no, you're right, Oni, they are gonna start competing with each other, which is bad. Dark Souls 2 took out its advanced lighting system right before launch, so that's why some parts of the game look bad, but I would say it does look better than DS1. That's because DS1 does not look good. I love Dark Souls 1. It's a fantastic game. Love it to pieces. Still replay it every once in a while. It does not look good. Like, at all. 2, yes, does look funky in some areas, for sure. And like the shadows thing, for sure. But it's got consistent frame rates. It has consistent frame rates and definitely looks better. Definitely looks like an upgrade in my opinion. More gritty, more dark fantasy. Which I like for it. Also had a cool mechanic of extinction. Yes, agreed. The durability bug, for sure. Fume Knight can go to hell, though. Don't know what you mean. Love me some Fuming Knights.
Seeing as we're here, I guess we might as well make use of the Falsi's complimentary training program.
I agree. The Expanse is writing story for it? Wait, for Armored Core? Really? Damn. Yeah, no, my favorite Dark Souls game is Dark Souls 2. I think it's the best one. I think 1 is really good, but it's clearly unfinished. But I think 3 is sucking its own dick the entire time, to put it bluntly. Fun to play still, but it's definitely sucking its own dick. It feels very self-referential, like, hey, this is a Dark Souls moment in your Dark Souls game. Get it? It's Dark Souls. You know what I mean? Still fun. It probably is, like, mechanically the best, maybe? Well, sort of. Definitely the most complete, it feels like. Really, The Expanse TV show? Give you a source? You totally should. Don't post it in chat, though, because then you'll get nabbed by the bot. Let me know, and I can give you a permit, though. You either gotta be a sub or a permit to post links. The biggest complaint about 3 is they basically ignored 2 entirely. Yeah. Completed Elden Ring, a bit too long, a bit too open world for me, but I really enjoyed it. Yes, Elden Ring is too long. It's a really good game, but it's way too big. It's so big. It's so big. But you could cut that game down by like a third easy, and it'd be a better game, and you wouldn't be missing anything. Just make the zones a bit more compact and put the more important stuff there, right? And it'd just be better. It really would. Like, there's no reason for Lemuria to be that big, right? or like at the Altus like plateau or the volcano. Like, you know, there's like so many places that are just so big. They're just so big, and I still haven't finished it. It's a good game though. It's really good. I just like, you know. I just wish the scaling was less aggressive. I like the open world stuff. The open world stuff is good. It just needs to be smaller, right? It is not a mile wide and inch deep, but it is definitely 80 miles wide and like 5 feet deep. You know, like it just doesn't need to be that big. It just does not need to be that large. You can still do the exact same shit that you've been doing and just have it be smaller. Only have one playthrough because it's so damn long. Yeah, which is a shame because that's one of the great joys of Dark Souls is being able to like do multiple playthroughs, right? Right, like that's really just one of the best parts. The biggest advantage of the open world is also its biggest weakness, for sure. And that's just scale. I want Elden Ring to be bigger. Rat shakes you. You know how Daggerfall is the size of Great Britain? Let's do that. Lamau. Calm down there, Satan. Mags over here like, all right, guys, how do we make Elden Ring even larger? Let's go. What do you think the DLC is for? No, Oni, no, no, no. Or another thing with fucking Elden Ring, all the underground areas. There's so many underground areas. Why? Stop! There's so many of them. Why do we keep doing this? You're like Dirty Godfrey's copy pasted. No! Elden Ring, the game never ends. It just keeps going. I like the mini dungeons. Yeah, the mini dungeons are good. You can still have mini dungeons to have the game be smaller though. Like none of the good parts of it need to be cut. They just can be smaller. Then let's loop a ring, if you will. Oh yes, Elden Ring's underground with gigantic ants. Hated those fucking ants. I am drinking those screenshots and feast my fellow ravens. Ah, ah. Get it? Cause Raven? Yeah. You beat Elden Ring and it pulls tails. It pulls a tails of a twist and it's only the halfway point. No! You become the Elden Lord and then they're like, well now you have to become the Elden Lord of the lands. The lands outside. We were the lands in between. Now you have to go to the land outside. Woo! You have to go to the moon. Lanny's like, help, we're fucking under attack. And you're like, oh no. And then you go there and you have to fight fucking, I don't know, Mog Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. Mog like Part 5 Electric Boogaloo. Stealth sci-fi game set on a ring world. Alas, damn. The phrase, why are you rat shaking me? I'm right. No. Super Mog. Super Mog. Could be Dragon's Dogma where the post game is this whole thing. Too bad Dragon's Dogma is a bad game. My first playthrough and it says my save is 175 hours. I have 300 hours in Elden Ring. I think. Still haven't finished it. Hey, I'm excited for a mech game. That sounds like fun. Isn't there like a Gundam like Overwatch-esque game right now? Isn't there one of those? Am I right about that? This pulls our guys, so our mod randomly just turns golden, just boop. How many characters have you made in Elden Ring? 5. That was a mistake, but I have 5. It's a bit janky, but it's been fun. Nice. Gundam Evolution, it's really good. Oh, nice. That's good. Star Wars play does have gun and heavy arms. Damn. Shit. Damn it. Play about the monetization of it? Interesting. Okay. I haven't heard much myself. I just know that, like, you know, how did you miss the steak? The steak? Huh? Your second playthrough will go 3 times as fast. Yeah, I mean, that's true. The subsequent playthroughs definitely do go faster, but like, Are the characters quicker and glam? Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. Look, with all the buzz about Overwatch 2 these days, I just want like another hero shooter that's like good. That'd be nice. Okay. It's just cosmetic horse armor is where games are at now. It's a bit sad. Buzz. Grim tidings is maybe a better word. Understand what the difference is. Oh, but it wasn't quite there. I guess I wish you go back to 01 when it was new. Remember like the first 2 years of Overwatch? Yeah, I do. All other shooters are more focused on monetization. I know. Feels like a marketing thing to build hype so I was dying. Yeah, I know. And it's like just killing it faster. Line go up, line go up. Overwatch Classic to release in 3 years, only $79.99. Remember when I played Overwatch competitively? Never again, dude, never again. I'll just play 14 in Apex. Yeah, kinda same. I'm playing a lot of Cyberpunk though. I've really been enjoying Cyberpunk. Capitalism, the game of life. Get me off this wild ride. Please! You played competitively? Yeah. I played at the collegiate level. Yeah. I guess you guys don't all know that. Yeah. No, I played at the collegiate level. I was a starter for my college team. I was good at the game. Like, I was not like an owl pro or something like that. They don't let women into that. Expand economy at all costs. Stability is stagnation, which is death. The system is completely sustainable in perpetuity. College had an esports team? Yeah, they did. Mr. Bones' wild ride never ends! Yes, I played OW at a collegiate level. We had like a chess club. We were pretty solid. One more than we lost. Don't tell Deborah. Women in games? I know. Why would we have women in esports? That's silly. They just want to see sweaty men who don't take baths. We just want to see sweaty men who smell fucking awful. In the early days of Overwatch competitive? Nice. Very fun. Yeah. Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? No, I can't. Competitive Smash players canonically do not bathe. They're too busy smashing. Not that kind of smashing though. And it used to smell pretty bad. And see, I don't get that. All right. This is generally true for not women, right? This is generally true for men. Like a generally true thing for men. I'm not trying to be targeted. I'm not trying to be like, men smell. But like, what? I'm honest to God curious. Like, why? Why? Do they want to smell that bad? Do they just not know how to use soap? Like, it really is like, I just cannot fathom that. Low-grade rabies? The question can't even come out. I know, like, why smell that bad? Like, I mean, boys are canonically stinkier than women. Testosterone makes you sweat more. It makes you secrete more ooze. Men ooze. It's a thing they do. Right? So you have to like actually wash yourself with like a loofah, canonically, yeah. You have to like actually wash yourself with like a scrub and some actual good soap and like, you know, really get the stank out. You have to you actually have to scrub yourself, right? Wash your ass. It's feeling that bad I'm able to repel women and master the blade. Nah, shut the fuck up. That's literally not true. Like, are men part of the lore? Yes. I didn't choose to stink. The stank chose me. Oh my god, no. Oh no, not the ooze. It's true though, men like ooze. I feel like they become completely nose blind in their teenage years and never get over it. Mark your territory with musk. Blech. Disgusting. Well, can I obtain the power of God in anime if they shower? No, no, shut up. No, that's not true. Wow, now I'm hurt. Oh my god. Maybe it's a tactic to distract others. Oh my god. Maybe it's a tactic to repel women. But like, nah, like you have to be so fucking stanky. Like just use soap and like a loofah, like a scrub, and shower regularly, like every day. Just do that. Just bathe. Just shower, please, for the love of God. And like I don't understand how people can like not do that, you know? Like I just don't. Darwin takes time away from smashing. No! No! I don't get it. Why? Hygiene. Don't you want to have good hygiene? Men, don't you want hygiene? You know, this is probably, I'm probably just preaching to the choir here, because all of you guys probably do. Like, you wouldn't watch a pink-haired girl talk about feminism while playing video games if you didn't. So, like, you know, no, Matt, shut up. God. I hate you. You're ridiculous. BlizzCon one year, and I literally walked through a cloud of Axe body spray. It was so thick I actually felt the cloud. You're just like, Yo, we're talking about the blade. No! Partly serious answer. Self-care is a degree of self-awareness that a lot of men just may not have. I mean, you're probably right. Like, I mean, I totally didn't take a bubble bath yesterday. Good. Like, honest answer, the type of person, yeah, bathing takes away from gaming. They lose track of it. They just don't go out because they just don't realize they smell. For sure, and I'm inclined to believe Illuian because a lot of men are just not taught basic life skills. People are like, boys are easier to raise than girls. No, you just gave up on raising boys. You just gave up on raising men. That's what it is. They're not easier, you just don't raise them. Fucking quote me on that. Clip that shit. I don't care. But like, that's what it is half the time. We just don't teach men, young men, boys, to like do things like take care of themselves, right? We don't teach them how to do fucking laundry or cook or do the dishes or shit like that. They will feed themselves from the scrap. Literally. Spray yourself down with the axe. You're basically no, Matt, shut up. I hate you. I'm an elite gamer and I take a shower daily. Oh my god. I had a boss guy, of course, who banned deodorant because he didn't want the place to smell like a perfume aisle, and I will never recover. All right, you know, yeah, wow, all right. Right. Well, anyway, Lord and lay for reals. Magneto was right. Good night, Toast. But yeah, no, we just don't teach men how to do basic life skills. And it's really sad because then you get a bunch of these men like in college or in their early 20s or just their late 20s even, or their 30s, who just don't know how to do things, right? They don't know these basic things like, hey, maybe I should have more than one pillow on my bed. Maybe I should have a general color scheme to my like apartment or home. Maybe I should have decorations, like things like that. And, like, the sad thing is, it's just kind of like a bummer because like a lot of those things make life a little bit more bearable. I have a lot of cute little decorations. Like, look at this guy. I've been playing with him this whole time, though he was a gift from someone. Uwu. And like it's just a cute little decoration that I can like put on my computer, and I can see him smiling at me. It's a shark. Did you notice? And it's also like, it's one of those like little twist out ones that it's angry, and you can make him happy. It's a shark. But like having little stuff like this makes life worth living, and that's not a joke. Like, that's not a joke. You just have cute little knickknacks that just make you happy, because when I see this, I smile. And sometimes life is bad, and I see this and it makes life just a little bit better. So if I have a lot of these, maybe not a bunch of just this thing specifically, but a bunch of things that make me smile, then life isn't so bad. You know? Like, I have a gay Christmas tree over there. My mom got it for me because she's like, it's gay and it's Christmas. I'm like, thanks, Mom. But it makes me smile every time I see it, right? Or like my little lamp that the XIII got me. My little moon lamp. She was from Hades plushie. Gosh, she was an excellent purchase decision. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, Kiki. But like, yeah, it's just like little stuff like that. Like my husband. Every time I see him, I smile because it's worth, I don't know, it's just worth having, you know? That's a life lesson for everybody. Get cute little decorations for yourself that make you happy because it's worth it. Anyway, that's enough life lessons with Sammy, I guess. Yeah. Wait, I meant Selk as a peanut M&M? I don't know, something like that. I really need to like change my setup here so you can see more of the boy. Or like twist it like that. Oh, excuse me. But anyway. Oh, sorry, Toast. If you post it, yeah, if you post like without permission, it'll kill you. It'll end your existence. What link were you trying to post? Your mods, I made a clip I want to share. Okay. There you go. What's the clip? Ah, damn. I was fast on the poll. You things make life worth living? Oh, cute. It's a good clip. That's a good clip. Thank you. You're adorable. I appreciate it. I also like that you've tried to go to bed like 5 times now, Toast. That's okay though. It's great. We're having a good time. Swag in a bag. That's what they call me. We've been on for 3 hours. I missed the stream. Yeah, I've been streaming for a while, Ren. Sorry. And I am about to actually end my stream. We're gonna go raid Ren. Look, I didn't lie. I failed. Nah, you're okay, buddy. Completely fine. We're gonna go raid Ren, say hello, give him some ooga boogas. Maybe we should join the Discord. You're certainly welcome to. The Discord link's right there. You can join. There, see, right? It's right there. Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. Those are the places you can find me. Join our Discord community. You can see me talk about weird traditional Iowan recipes that are like a little gross sounding, but I swear those meatballs are actually good. I swear those ham balls are good. I swear. Next stream is coming up on Thursday, I believe. Sammy, do you like Pokemon? I like your mom. Pokemon are okay. They're solid. But next stream is gonna be up on Thursday. Next week, please, if you guys like, vote in the poll I made. I made a straw poll about potentially starting a Cyberpunk stream series. And maybe doing that Cyberpunk stream series on YouTube and trying YouTube streaming out. I'm allowed to do that as a Twitch partner. It is permissible now in my contract. As long as I don't multi-stream, as long as I don't simu stream. So I might try that if you guys are interested. Please vote in that. It'd be super cool. Or just tell me directly. Or both. That'd be kind of cool. I want to know if people are actually going to watch me do that. But anyway, say bye. Say hi to Rin. I'm going to go. Toodaloo. See you later on Thursday. Goodbye. Toodaloo. Bye.